Welcome to the Ghosty Girls Podcast. I am Christina.
I'm Alicia. Hi.
Hi. We have some exciting news, and I will let Alicia elaborate.
I will elaborate. And even though this is your episode, I'm going to say, before we get into today's episode, if you haven't been following us on the socials, what are you even doing with your life? We have partnered with Screamify. We're super excited about it.
Yes.
Screamify is a brand new horror streaming platform, and it is completely indie.
Mm-hmm.
With your subscription at only $2.99 a month, you will get documentaries, podcast, exclusive series, indie slashers, and of course, more. The series we are working on for Screamify will be sure to haunt your dreams.
Ooh, it sounds spooky.
Don't worry though. We're still going to be providing you with our Tuesday drops on all of the free platforms.
Mm-hmm.
But we do want you guys to please check out Screamify, give them some love, and we will keep you in the loop on the exclusive drops and the dates that we're going to be dropping.
Yeah. This is a very, very new streaming platform. So it's just getting up off the ground. It is all indie creators. Okay. All independent creators. So you're going to be supporting people who are just like doing this just for the love of the genre. Like
small artists and upcoming.
Exactly. Yeah. And, every platform starts off small. I mean, look at Shudder.
Yep.
Shudder started off really, really small.
And you said earlier, Netflix.
And Netflix, yeah. I mean, people didn't think, because Blockbuster was around, and people didn't think that Netflix was going to make it, and they're huge now. When Shudder first came out, they were super small, and now they're making movies. Yeah. They're huge. So we're really excited to be a part of something brand new like this. This is big. This is big for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks for the support. And, it's because of you guys that we got noticed.
Yep. I mean, thank you, Screamify, for noticing us.
Yeah. And I mean, they reached out to us, and we were just kind of like, oh my God, like, are we getting there? Like, are we doing this? Like,
we're doing, well, hopefully.
Yeah. And people doubted us.
Fuck them. Fuck them all.
People doubted us, and look where we're at now. And this is just the beginning. Just the beginning.
I love it.
Bigger things are coming. I'm super duper excited.
Yeah.
Super excited. But anywho, today I have this story is just bonkers.
You're uncomfortable laughing already.
Yeah, so. I'm just going to get into it.
All right.
We're just going to get into it.
Boom.
On April 29, 2021, so this is recent.
Oh, okay.
Police responded to 4 Alcedo Court in Crestone, Colorado.
Oh, shit, they were high as hell.
Responding to a complaint that members of a group called Love Has Won were residing at the home of Michael Lamboy without his permission.
Oh.
So police get to the home and they perform a search. In a back bedroom, they discover a quote-unquote mummified blue corpse of a very emaciated female. The corpse was found wearing heavy glitter eyeshadow. So someone had been putting makeup on the corpse.
Ew.
And the corpse was also wrapped in a sleeping bag with twinkling Christmas lights wrapped around it. Can you even imagine walking into that?
Merry Christmas, motherfucker.
No. God, like, good God.
That doesn't sound real.
This whole thing doesn't sound real. Like, some of the shit that I'm going to say, you're going to be like, you fucking made that up. And I promise you I did not. The corpse was later identified as 45-year-old cult leader Amy Carlson, a.k.a. Mother God. How's that for an intro?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We did just dive right into this.
Oh, man. This is a doozy, y'all. So let's rewind and start at the very beginning with the very person that this all began with. Amy Carlson was born in McPherson, Kansas on November 30, 1975, to Linda Haythorne, her mother. And despite all the digging that I did for this episode, I can't confirm who her father even is. Like, It seems like he just wants to be totally excluded from this narrative.
Well, I wonder why he wouldn't.
So we'll just focus on her life with her mother, Linda, and her sister, Tara Flores, who are the most prominent family members that were featured in the HBO documentary Love Has Won, The Cult of Amy Carlson, along with her children, because Amy did go on to have 3 children by 3 different fathers. But back to Amy's childhood. Sadly, Amy's parents divorced when she was only 7 years old, and her father ended up marrying a woman who was allegedly very abusive to Amy specifically. And apparently, the stepmother hated Amy's mother, Linda, so she took all of that anger and rage out on the child, which is super fucked up. I mean, I'm sure this did some damage to Amy, and we'll see that later on down the line, because Amy does seem to have some daddy issues. Surprise.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
God bless her. Or don't. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, God bless her. She is God.
Oh, yeah. Mother God.
Remember?
Forgot.
Amy and her sister Tara ultimately moved in with Linda and their stepfather to get away from the abuse, and they all ended up moving to Dallas, Texas. By all accounts, Amy was a really good kid. She did well academically, and she had a real gift for singing. She loved to sing, and she was even in the school choir. Despite Amy being a pretty happy child, she did struggle immensely with body issues. At a young age, she became very focused on her looks and her body, and she would go on all kinds of diets so she could look as good and as skinny as she could. People close to Amy also said that she was pretty much obsessed with getting attention and validation from men. And I can only guess that that behavior is a result of some unresolved daddy issues. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I don't think she had that great of a relationship with her father. He didn't seem very present. And we all know that a young girl's relationship with her father is basically the blueprint for her future relationships.
Yep.
So any dads of little girls listening, be sure to show love and respect to your daughter so she doesn't end up with daddy issues. Okay? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Don't be dicks.
Yeah. Amy grew up, quote unquote, poor, according to her mother, and they essentially survived on frozen donuts and hot dogs. So it's not like Amy was this privileged child. But the kids were happy, they were cared for, and that's what's important. In 1998, Amy landed a job as a manager at a Dallas McDonald's, and she did really well. She was loved by all of her employees. They thought she was great. She was making great money. Her life was going really well until Amy discovered recreational drugs and began tripping on ecstasy on the reg. And this, according to Amy herself, really opened up her mind and made her realize that there was much more to life than working at a McDonald's and just being another normal girl living in Texas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's at this point that Amy began seeking out spiritual, new age ideas on the internet, which isn't a bad thing in and of itself. Like, I feel like everyone kind of goes through a spiritual, like, what the fuck is life type of moment. Mm-hmm. But Amy, of course, ended up taking it way too far. And her family started noticing that Amy was essentially completely losing touch with reality.
I mean, she was on ecstasy.
Drugs will do that. Drugs are bad, okay?
Okay.
So Amy ends up going on this website called lightworkers.org, and she meets this older man by the name of Amaranth White Eagle, and he essentially convinces Amy that they are twin flames and that she is the mother of all creation.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
So Amy straight up quits her job as a manager at McDonald's. She packs up her bags. She leaves her children at home. Like, we're talking left them by themselves at home, and her mom had to go to the house to come pick her children up and take custody of them because she straight up abandoned her kids. Yeah, and she goes to meet this Amaranth White Eagle guy. And again, he's considerably older than Amy. And the two get married like a month after they start talking on the internet.
And this is real life.
Yeah, it gets crazier. This is nothing. You just wait. So she gets married to Amaranth White Eagle, and they decide that they need to start spreading the word about their movement, naming themselves Mother and Father God of all creation. And what's the best way to get the word out about anything in this day and age? The internet.
Duh.
Yep. And with that, the cult of Love Has Won was born.
Why are we not starting a cult again?
Now we're going to talk about the mission and some of the beliefs of Love Has Won. And you'll see how easy it is to start a cult. Okay. The Love Has Won cult had very alt-right QAnon beliefs. I'm not saying this in any kind of a way other than this is fact. They were Trump supporters. Mm-hmm. They believed that Adolf Hitler was, quote unquote, working for the light. They hated the idea of capitalism and shunned it completely, calling it the 3D life. And they were all living in the 5D life. Okay. So they were better than everyone else.
Duh.
They didn't believe in modern medicine or going to 3D hospitals. They believed that love could heal cancer and that the use of colloidal silver could cure common ailments and also assist in the healing of cancer. And I'm just going to take a moment to talk about what colloidal silver is.
That'll fuck you up.
It really will. So colloidal silver is created through a process that introduces silver into a liquid, often through electrolysis or chemical reactions, resulting in the silver particles being suspended rather than dissolved. And some people believe that this mixture can cure infections, colds, flu, COVID. It was marketed very heavily with QAnon during the COVID time. And also HIV and AIDS.
It can't. Just heads up.
Correct. Now, one of the main side effects of taking colloidal silver is a condition that causes a permanent bluish gray discoloration of the skin and also other tissues. It also causes neurological problems, kidney damage, and all kinds of other issues. And you'll see how that manifests in Amy later on in the episode. So in addition to all of that, Love Has Won believed that Amy had lived multiple reincarnated lives and was at one point Jesus Christ, Cleopatra, Joan of Arc, and also Marilyn Monroe. They believed that Elvis Presley was Amy's spiritual son. They believed in a group called the Galactics, which was essentially a bunch of spirits of dead celebrities, as well as Donald Trump himself, who would guide the group's decisions. Joining Donald Trump in the guidance of the Love Has Won group were the spirits of John Lennon, Carrie Fisher, Steve Irwin, Gene Wilder, Whitney Houston, and the biggest spiritual influence of the group was the spirit of Robin Williams. And no, I am not making this up, okay?
Shit's sake. I have to say it, though.
I know.
Crikey!
Yeah. John Lennon was the commander of the main starship, according to Love Has Won. So yeah, there's that. So this brings us to 2012, and Amy starts chatting with a man online named Michael Silver, aka Michael Lamboy. If you remember him, he's the one who called the cops and said, hey, these people are in my house. And they met in one of the Ascension chat rooms. So after a little bit, Michael saw this as a pretty lucrative business opportunity because he was a computer and a finance guy. And he, for whatever reason, believed that Amy had cured his cancer through her love. Not really sure how or why he thought that. I don't know.
Because he's crazy.
Yes. So Michael moves all the way across the country to join Amy in her mission, and Amy renames him as Archangel Michael. And this is where shit really goes off the rails, because Michael really pumped up Amy's ego, and she was now completely convinced that she was God. Amy Carlson was God, okay? So the two of them really work on the website. They start pumping out crazy off-the-wall conspiracy theories. People are watching, they're getting sucked in, and bam, she's officially got a cult following. And people started flocking to Amy. And once they get to the house in California where Amy and Michael were, They are automatically pumping people with drugs. They're giving them marijuana, mushrooms, alcohol. They gave them whatever they wanted. And one of the men who showed up at the cult house was a man named Andrew. And Amy took a liking to Andrew, who was much younger than her, and decides that Andrew is actually Father God. Remember Amaranth White Eagle and how he was Father God?
Yeah.
Well, actually, he wasn't. Andrew was Father God all along. So she drops Amaranth White Eagle like a bad fucking habit, and now she's with the new Father God, Andrew.
The young hot piece.
Right, exactly. So, conveniently, the new Father God was getting some pretty thick unemployment checks, which he was cashing and giving directly to Amy. So, of course, he's Father God, right? Because he's the wallet.
He's Father's sugar daddy.
Yeah, just a little fun fact that I thought I'd add in there. But Archangel Michael was the one who took care of the group's finances. He was the one backing them financially. He was, bringing in the money through the website, all that shit. Another way that the group was bringing in money to support themselves, aside from unemployment checks, was providing spiritual healing sessions. And Amy, as Mother God, would perform these sessions, which she claimed would heal psychiatric ailments, physical ailments, all of it. Internet followers would also just straight up donate money to them. Thousands of dollars. Which makes me wonder, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
Why don't we have a
I know.
cult?
Like, this entire group of people just chilled in a cabin in the wilderness, doing shrooms, being all hippy-dippy, and getting paid for it. Thousands of dollars. Donated. They didn't even do anything. They were selling things, but people were just like, here's a donation.
I can
What the fuck?
give people life advice.
I don't know. I don't understand.
I don't understand.
And like, they would also post videos of straight up fucking clouds and be like, oh my God, the starships are coming. Like, dude, that's a fucking cloud.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm disrespecting other people's beliefs, but when you try to tell me that you're Jesus Christ herself, because she says Jesus is a woman, that a cloud is a fucking spaceship, and that the spirit of beloved comedian Robin Williams is speaking through you, that's kind of where I draw the fucking line. And also, they're swindling money out of vulnerable people who believe that she can cure cancer through a fucking computer screen. So they're literally scammers. They're grifters. Okay.
I was already turned off as soon as you said Steve Irwin.
Yeah,
That's my guy.
I cannot respect any group that preys on vulnerable people like that and takes their money. Okay.
I hate him.
And also, you don't bring Robin Williams into this.
Or Steve Irwin.
Yeah.
Either one.
Well,
Robin
Williams, like, they actually were saying that he was coming through her and speaking.
Oh my God, I hate these people.
Yeah, that's just wrong, period. But that's what a cult is, and that's why I don't respect cults. Cults hurt people. They take advantage of people. I'll get off my soapbox now.
No, we all love it.
Andrew, who was Father God number 2, was starting to kind of wonder what the fuck was going on here. Like, he would actually bring it up to Amy and ask her, like, what if you're really not Mother God? Like, have you ever thought of that?
Oh, shit.
What if this is all bullshit? Like, have you ever thought of that?
Mm-hmm.
And then Amy would kind of think about it and be like, oh shit, what if I'm not? But then she would talk to Archangel Michael, who was the Mr. Financial man. And Archangel Michael would be like, no, don't listen to Father God. He's just trying to fuck things up. Don't listen to him.
Yep.
Which, I mean, fair enough, because if this thing ended, Archangel Michael would he'd lose his cash cow, right? He wasn't about to lose this gig. This was easy fucking money.
He wasn't stupid.
Yeah. He would be dumb to let that shit blow up. So Mother God and Archangel Michael had a literal come to Jesus meeting with Andrew. And they were like, you either play along with this shit or leave. You've got 2 options. And Andrew actually did the right thing, and he left. So now Amy needs a new Father God, because you can't have a yin without a yang, right? And also, Amy was a pick-me girl, so she had to have a dude. She had to.
I just like how the original guy is the one who gave her title, and she
then
was
she
like,
dropped him.
boy, bye.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn.
Once she got followers, she didn't need him.
Nope.
She was like, fuck you, bye.
Deuces.
Meanwhile, all kinds of people start flocking to the Love Has Won compound, and they all work for Amy for free. They do these spiritual sessions, they do her hair, they give her massages, they take care of her, they play housekeeper for her, they bring her her drugs and alcohol, which she called her medication. So Amy's got a whole operation going now. She doesn't have to do anything really except do these like spiritual sessions every once in a while. But all these people are making money for her. So she's got it good. And all of these people are completely brainwashed. They all believe that Amy is Mother God, and they believe that Robin Williams is speaking through her and telling them what to do, and that John Lennon is going to come for them in a fucking spaceship. Okay?
Got it.
Her group also starts selling candles, crystals, shampoos, body butters. And with these orders, they include a written letter from the spirit of Robin Williams.
Fuck's sake.
Quite possibly their best-selling item was colloidal silver, which they claimed was going to shut down Big Pharma entirely. So they were making and distributing unregulated colloidal silver and telling people to fucking drink it. Great.
Fucking idiots. I mean, I can't.
With this influx of new members comes a man named John. And can you guess who John is? Father God. So now we have Father God number 3 in the mix.
Got it.
So people keep coming, and the use of psychedelic drugs starts to greatly increase. So this group, everyone in the group was high and or drunk literally 24/7. And if you thought shit was bonkers now, it really goes off the fucking rails when a homeless man living on the streets of Las Vegas named Jason Castillo saw Amy Carlson on the internet. It apparently changed his life. So he basically hitchhikes to Mount Shasta, California to go be with Mother God in the Love Has Won group. And Jason is a very interesting character. He has a criminal past, specifically child abuse charges, and he's also a heavy drug user, specifically meth. So that's not a great start. Okay.
Oh, God. Okay.
Amy, however, was instantly smitten with Jason, probably because she herself was also high all the fucking time. Jason has a very interesting character. Like, he's a very domineering presence. And I encourage everyone to watch the HBO documentary that I referenced earlier. It's called Love Has Won, The Cult of Amy Carlson. It's a 3-part documentary series. It was an awesome source for this episode. And you're going to see footage of Jason doing interviews, and you'll get a general sense of who this man is. And he does things like eat a slice of pizza while like psychedelically dancing, and also has an ankle bracelet around his ankle.
Well, now I want pizza.
Jason comes in and he decides he's not there to help take care of the house and the land. He's there to fucking lead. So can you guess what happens next? Jason becomes Father God. So now we're on Father God number 4.
Ooh, numero 4.
And with this, the cult just goes balls to the wall, full on crazy. I don't have a more eloquent word to describe it. It's just crazy. Now I'm going to play a clip of the beloved Mother God, and this is how she would speak to her followers. Okay?
Okay.
Was chicken parmesan. So the fucking Adams turn around on me and get me meatballs.
What?
I didn't say meatballs. I love meatballs. But I didn't fucking say that!
Holy shit, F.
Chicken parmesan! I get fucked up every fucking moment by you fucking motherfucking whores. My Adams. I just need a tequila. Like, it takes like 5 rounds of whores to get me a tequila. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You know what? You can take your half-ass God and shove it up your fucking ass!
Give me some goddamn chicken parmesan.
She was mad because she wanted chicken parmesan and they brought her meatballs. Okay, this is God.
But she likes meatballs. But she wanted chicken parmesan. Just kidding. She wanted tequila that whole time. What?
Yeah.
What?
So, people were sending this woman thousands of dollars.
What are we doing with our lives?
Don't know. Very classy, very demure.
What a distinguished gentleman.
Yeah. She's a lady, okay? She's Jesus, and she's also a lady.
Yes.
So it's safe to say that a lot of consumption of alcohol and drugs were being partaken in.
You think?
A little bit. So Father God started becoming a problem. He was methed out. He was raging all the time.
What?
Yeah, him and Mother God were like straight up fighting each other, screaming at each other. It was just a bad scene. And the group decided, or shall I say the Galactics decided, that Father God needed to leave to go heal himself, aka get his fucking shit together. So Mother God was driven to Oregon with a few other members, while the majority of the members stayed in Crestone and essentially were homeless, just fucking camping and going in and out of cafes to use their Wi-Fi so they could do their live streams for Love Has Won to continue to make their money. So everything is going good in Oregon. And then just a few weeks after he was told to leave, Father God found his way back to Mother God. And in his own words, he traveled 500 miles with 11 cents in his pocket.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. So now the group is back together. They have a cute little house out in the wilderness. They're just out there doing cult things, you know.
Drugs and
shit. Just cult things. Mother and Father God get married, and everything is just great until one of the group members was instructed by the Galactics to sage the home and subsequently catches the home on fire and burns it to the entire fucking ground.
I'm sorry. I don't want to laugh, but
it's funny. I'm sorry.
How do you...
Luckily, no one was hurt, and the group was able to save the important things, like their laptops and also Mother God's vodka.
What about her tequila and chicken parmesan?
They probably got her meatballs instead.
Fuck.
Okay. So since the house is gone, the group moves back to Crestone, Colorado, where they all live together in a dilapidated house. And it's at this point that the group starts going to some extremes physically.
Oh, just now?
Yeah.
Okay.
They all pretty much stop eating.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They purposely deprive themselves of sleep. And of course, they're still drinking and using drugs. So it's at this point that Amy's appearance starts changing very, very drastically. She becomes skeletal. She starts getting sores all over her body. She starts losing function of her legs to the point where she has to be physically carried around.
Oh, damn.
And probably most distressing was the fact that her skin was starting to turn a bluish tint.
Gross.
And of course, this was due to her excessive use of colloidal silver. The ironic part of her using this colloidal silver to heal herself was that her body was actually breaking down and deteriorating from it at a very rapid pace. So yeah, it's disturbing. There's tons of pictures and videos online of Amy looking like haggard, weak, skeletal, thinning hair, sores, and like lumps all over her face and body, blue skin. Again, it's extremely fucking disturbing. And how no one thought to try to get her help is beyond me. The whole thing is just, it's unreal.
You don't have, God's supposed to help you.
Yeah. And instead of trying to get her help, the group just pretty much accepted the fact that the mission was quote unquote failing and that Mother God needed to be evacuated, i.e. she needed to leave her physical vessel, die, and be taken away on a spaceship operated by John Lennon and the Galactics. So Amy decides she needs to begin her ascension or die. And she then receives a message telling her that she needs to be in Hawaii to ascend.
Oh.
So the group packs up and goes to Hawaii.
How'd they get the funds to do? Oh, never mind. People just gave it to
People
them.
give them money. Yeah. And they're also selling candles and body butters and shampoos and letters from Robin Williams and all that.
You know, the usual.
Yeah. So they've got a pretty fat bank account at this point, and I'll get into that in a little bit. Now, I know I've said this before, that this is the part where things really go off the rails, but it's probably at this point where everything officially just goes to fucking hell in a handbasket.
Okay.
Once they get to Hawaii, Amy is contacted by the Dr. Phil show.
Like, for real?
For real, for real.
Oh, jeez.
Apparently, Amy's mom and her sister didn't know what else to do to help her. They claimed they did as much as they could, and they said that their last resort was trying to get Amy on Dr. Phil to confront her. So Amy actually appears on Dr. Phil via Skype from Hawaii. And now I'm going to play a trailer from the episode because y'all really need to hear this.
Now, you have 3 children, correct?
Yes, I do.
And you left those children when they were 2, 7, and 12, and just up and left them, but yet you call yourself Mother God. How do you explain abandoning your children?
For me, I did not abandon my children. I begged my angels I didn't want to leave. And they told me I had to go on mission. If I didn't do it, then no one else would. And I had to make a jump, and I had to make a decision.
And I'm going to play another clip, too, because I think that was the wrong one.
She looks like a hippy-dippy.
Girl. Some of the pictures of her are so fucking disturbing.
The skinny one's nuts.
This is real crazy. This is like the trailer from the Dr. Phil episode.
I was called onto a mission in 2006, and I just surrendered and embraced truth. It's okay. I am God. I am Mother Gaia, Mother Earth, Great Spirit, Spider Woman, White Buffalo Calf Woman. My angels told me that I had to go serve humanity and that I had to give up everything. I did that, and I went to Colorado. Love has won is just the new paradigm that we all can share in unity. I wanted to bring joy, which is reality, and I produce miracles. Kind of like Jesus. I've done over 100,000 surgeries. I healed people of cancer over and over with the power of love. Robin Williams came in 2014 when he died. He's been with me ever since. He talks to me. He's a guide. I have reincarnated many, many moments. I was Marilyn Monroe, Joan of Arc, Jesus. Humanity's going to trip about that because they always thought Jesus was a masculine. A mother has to bear children. I have full memory of all my lives. I fully remember being hanged on the cross as Jesus. We're not a cult. Absolutely not. What is a cult? A cult, is not transparent. Point blank. I'm transparent.
Some of the other accusations were that you use sleep deprivation as a way to control people.
Sorry. One moment. It's funny.
She's something else, man.
So I got to tell you what really pisses me off is she compared herself to Spider-Woman.
She said she is Spider-Woman.
That is not okay.
I'm going to do you one better. Okay. Hold on to your butts for this one. It's coming up in a second. What's actually kind of sad about this whole Dr. Phil appearance is that Amy was under the impression that Dr. Phil was going to give her this opportunity as a platform to spread her mission throughout the world. So she thought that people would see this and be like, oh shit, God is on Earth. Like, this is it.
Let's join.
Yeah. And unfortunately, this didn't happen. And it actually had the absolute opposite effect in that it drew a shit ton of negative attention to her and the Love Has Won group.
Darn.
Yeah. Needless to say, Dr. Phil does absolutely fucking nothing to help the family or to help Amy because Dr. Phil's a complete piece of shit who does nothing but exploit people for his own financial gain, but I digress. Mm-hmm. Amy not only doesn't realize from the show that she needs help, but she actually doubles down and she issues a statement saying that not only is she Mother God, but she is also the goddess Pele, who is the Hawaiian goddess of volcanoes and fire. And Pele, I saw that look. And
oh shit, you don't fuck with.
I just got the chills, yeah. And Pele, if you don't know, is absolutely beloved by the people of Hawaii. So when they heard this, they were fucking pissed.
I'm pissed, and I'm not even Hawaiian.
So, yeah.
And they were in Hawaii at this time?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
So crowds of angry natives would camp outside the Love Has Won compound and shout at them to leave. They would throw rocks into their windows, all of the things. And it got so bad that the mayor of Hawaii actually came to the home to speak and basically told them that they needed to get the fuck out. They were not welcome there. And also, you're not Pele, bitch. Verbatim. I bet.
Well, yeah.
You don't piss off Hawaiian natives.
Well,
come on.
First of all, it's bad enough that like they were forced to be part of America. Like,
right?
Don't get me started on that whole thing. Like, don't get
me.
I've
know.
been to Hawaii. It's beautiful, but like that's not fair. How all that shit happened.
We've already like whitewashed Hawaii to the point of like non-recognition.
I know. Hawaii, we're sorry.
I'm gonna digress because. I'm just going to digress. I'm not going to say very much about how I feel about those types of things and natives and indigenous people and what has been done to them and their culture and their land. Don't even get me fucking started.
I will. It's fucked up.
It's
fucked up and I hate it.
Mm-hmm. So Love Has Won packs up what little belongings they have and they move back to Crestone. And it's at this point that Amy just surrenders to the fact that she's going to die. She's incredibly depressed because everyone fucking hates her. She's like, I'm just going to ascend. Okay, I'm done.
Finally.
Yeah. And the group starts to focus on just trying to make her passing as peaceful as possible and to make sure that her pain is managed through the death mission. And Robin Williams apparently gave them messages with how much colloidal silver to feed her, what to feed her, because apparently she needed to be a certain weight to ascend onto the starship.
Is this like Heaven's Gate the second?
Kind of, yeah. Only like they thought that she was going to be the only one to ascend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's not a spaceship following a comet. What is this? Okay. I'm so sorry. I digress.
It's drugs. That's what I told you. Like, you're not going to believe half the shit that I'm telling you in this episode. But seriously, if you guys don't have HBO Max, I think it's just called Max now, but I think they're going to go back to HBO. I don't fucking know, whatever it is. Watch that documentary. I mean, buy it for the month, watch that documentary and cancel it.
No, you get a free trial anyway, right?
Yes. It's so fucking crazy. I've watched it like 6 times already because it was so unbelievable. Yeah, because I pulled a lot of information from it because a lot of it comes directly from the cult. Like, they do interviews of what went on. It's wild. So the Galactics send Mother God a message telepathically, and they tell her that she needs to get to California so she can ascend and complete the mission. So again, the group splits up, and some of the members take Amy to Mount Shasta, where she is supposedly going to ascend. But the thing is, she doesn't die. She's lingering on, just deteriorating more and more by the day. And she's pretty much just a walking corpse at this point. She looks fucking horrific. Take a moment to Google Amy Carlson and in her last stages of life. It's terrifying. And the fact that these people just stood by and watched and let her do this to herself, no words. So this brings us up to April 2021, and the Galactics came through yet again and were like, you know how we told you to go to California where we'd pick you up in our starship? Well, just kidding. Now you have to go back to Oregon again.
Oh, man.
So they get this like hotel/cabin type place in Ashland, Oregon. And it's beautiful there. Like, if you watch the documentary, you'll see it's like a really nice place. They get there and they wheel in this skeletal woman who's completely blue at this point. Mm-hmm. Her whole body's blue. She can't walk. She has to be wheeled in a wheelchair. She can't move. She's pretty much in a vegetative state. And there's actually footage of them wheeling her in. And it's honestly some of the most disturbing footage I've ever seen. And it's here where Amy Carlson ultimately dies after several days circling between a hot tub and a shower in order to keep her vessel moving to quote unquote pass the energy. The group apparently discussed taking her to the hospital to save her, but they were told by Robin Williams that she wasn't allowed to go to a hospital and to just give her muscle relaxers to ease the pain so she could die.
I have no words.
Yeah, take a moment to pause for that because that's fucking crazy. So now Amy Carlson is dead, lying in a bed. The group stays by her side for days with a decomposing corpse. There's footage of them putting an EMF meter to her foot, and the meter spikes, which is proof to them that she's going to reincarnate just like Jesus Christ did. But spoiler alert, that doesn't happen because that's literally fucking impossible.
I can't.
The group claims that her body never got cold, that they saw the body stiffen up and then get loose, which to them meant that she was going to resurrect. But spoiler alert, that's actually a fucking scientific term called motherfucking rigor mortis. But what do I know? I'm just some fucking bitch.
Some bitch.
And the group even claims that her pulse would come back and that the corpse would take breaths. Again, drugs. So here they are playing music around a dead body. They're playing the guitar. They're giving the body drinks of water. They're caring for her body, etc. But still, nothing is really happening, which was a shock to the group. And the group knows that they have a problem on their hands when the hotel staff starts asking questions. And then they demand to see Amy because they hadn't seen her in days. Oh, wow. And they saw what she looked like when she came in. Mm-hmm. She looked dead. So they're like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, excuse me, we're going to need to see her. So the group's like, we can't have them seeing her dead body because then they'll take the body and she won't be able to resurrect. So what do? They leave in the middle of the night with her corpse and go camping in the woods.
Okay.
Interestingly, at one point, the group was pulled over by police, but they played it off like there was just someone sleeping in the back. No further questions were asked by the police, and the group was let go.
Gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I want to be a cop just so I can, do my job.
Wild.
I can't.
Yeah. So the group then camps in the woods in Oregon with Amy's dead body, and they wait for the Galactics to pick her up. Father God slept with the corpse at night while they waited and waited. But sadly, John Lennon and the Galactics never came.
Oh, man.
It's unbelievable.
I can't.
Because I really thought that John Lennon was going to roll up in a spaceship. So they decide to drive back to Crestone to get Amy's dead body back to the Love Has Won compound. So they drove through 5 states with a dead body. They show up to the house, which is owned by Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael freaks the fuck out.
As he should.
Because he's like, y'all have a literal dead body. They put the body in a bed.
They just busted into his house and was like, hey, we live here now.
That was their compound. But he owned the house, allegedly. It's all fucked. All right. So Archangel Michael, he, again, freaks the fuck out, and he goes to the cops to report that there's a corpse in his home, but not before draining the entire Love Has Won account, which had over $300,000 in it. He took all of the money.
Gangsta.
All of it. The cops come out to the home. They find the corpse of Amy Carlson, dressed in flashing Christmas lights and wearing sparkle eyeshadow. And it's determined that Amy had been dead for weeks.
Totally normal.
Weeks.
Yep.
They had her body for weeks. She had decomposed to the point where she didn't even have eyeballs anymore.
Oh,
members
I
of
just threw up a little bit. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's a lot.
It's bad. It's bad.
Gross.
Members of the Love Has Won group were charged with abuse of a corpse, tampering with deceased human remains, and also child abuse because apparently there was a fucking child in the home while all of this was going on.
Whose child?
One of the cult members.
For shit's sake.
Yep. An autopsy was ultimately performed on the corpse, and Amy's official cause of death was found to be organ failure from alcohol abuse, anorexia, and excessive intake of colloidal silver.
What? No.
She was only 75 pounds at the time of her death, and she was just 45 years old. Former members of Love Has Won continue to believe that Amy Carlson was indeed God, and they still work to spread the word of Love Has Won. They consider the mission a complete success.
Yeah, they nailed that.
Yep. And that's the story of Amy Carlson and the Love Has Won cult.
Thanks, I hate it.
Again, another running theme with cults is drugs, man.
Drugs and spaceships and shit. Mm-hmm. We need a cult that has no drugs and the ocean.
The thing that bothers me the most about cults is that they prey on vulnerable people.
I know.
Like, I mean, Jim Jones, that's my favorite cult leader. Like, he would literally, like, go through people's trash to find out what was going on in their life and then, like, claim to fix it in church. Yeah.
That's a lot.
Oh, he was...
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing that one?
That's a big one, and I need to do it because that's my favorite. But I'm going to have to play some of the death tape, the Jonestown death tape.
Ooh.
I feel like the Jonestown death tape should be mandatory listening for every human being.
Yeah.
It should be.
So they know what they're in for if they decide to join a cult, potentially.
Mm-hmm. And just to hear him speak is horrifying. It's... Cults are crazy.
Are they?
A little bit. But you know me, I love me a good cult story.
So do I. And this one, I feel bad for Amy in a way.
She was very mentally ill.
It sounds like it. Like, had she had gotten help, maybe this would have been totally different. And she could have actually helped spread love. Because it sounds like that's ultimately what she wanted to do. But, like, come on. Mm-hmm. And at least nobody else really got hurt.
Yeah. No, they didn't. I mean... The other group members did take colloidal silver. They didn't take as much as she did. I don't know if that will cause like lasting health effects in the future. I know it does cause organ damage, so I don't know if maybe when they get older that will make an appearance. The group, like if you look at pictures of some of the group, like around like their heyday, they were all very emaciated. They were essentially anorexic. Like there was one group member that when she first joined, like she had brought her money with her and she like wanted to go get a pizza and they were like, no, you're not eating pizza. We don't spend our money on frivolous things like food, and your money is also our money. So no, you're not buying pizza with your own money. That woman actually was able to leave the cult. When she started seeing that Amy was actually actively dying, she was like, I can't stand by and watch this. And she actually called her mom and said, I need you to come get me. And her mom came and got her and she got out of the cult.
Good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Shoo.
Yeah.
Do you know they have a colloidal silver salve? Soothing skincare.
I'm not touching anything that is colloidal silver because after seeing pictures of Amy Carlson, fuck no. That scared the shit out of me.
There's shampoo and conditioner too.
There's another...
Eye drops?
Oh my God.
Why?
No.
Why would you put silver in your eyes?
I don't know. Why do people do what they do?
I don't know.
Why do people? Just why? Why do people? Anywho. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's story. Again, watch that documentary. It's so good. It's one of my favorites. You know I'm a true crime documentary girl. That's like probably one of my top 5 documentaries. It's so good. It's so well done.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah, and just, I don't know, be careful who you follow. Be careful who you listen to.
Just follow us. You're safe.
Just, ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a great day.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. See you next Tuesday.
Don't be one and don't join a cult. Bye.